everyone, welcome to Sonic Sorcery. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Stefan Key and I'm passionate about creating magic with sound. So that means I love to use sound with the purpose of helping people, and including myself, to heal, to reconnect with nature, to get into a meditative state, to expand the consciousness. I think sound is super powerful, and I've realized that in the last 20 years that I'm on this path of working with sound as a producer and DJ and label owner. I just find now more than ever, like, sound is the medicine of the future, and the future is now. And on this channel, I'm very happy to share tools and techniques and approaches in my workflow to help you create magic with sound yourself. And I'm mainly aiming towards beginners because I want to create a bridge and show you that you don't need a lot of technical knowledge and you don't need a lot of music theory or whatever in order to get started, because it's such a beautiful thing. It's so fulfilling. It's so inspiring to be able to create sound. And I know many of you out there would like to do it, but maybe are like intimidated, or think they don't have enough time or it's too late to get started. And I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. And it's never too late, and it's actually not that difficult. And I try to make it really easy by offering templates which allow basically beginners and advanced people to already create with something that I've already set up with a certain intention that also reflects my kind of signature sound, which is very organic and shamanic. And in this video, I'm presenting to you my latest template, the organic shamanic house template, and we're gonna have a look at how to create an organic shamanic house track pretty much from scratch using this template. So let's get into it.
Hello and welcome to another video for Sonic Sorcery. In this video, I want to show you how you can create an organic shamanic house track pretty much from scratch. And for this example, I'm going to use my latest organic shamanic house template because, it's made for that. And whatever I'm showing you here applies, to other samples as well. But keep in mind that I mainly address beginners. So this is more like a beginner tutorial. And if you already have the template and you're wondering, okay, so where to start? Like all of these sounds, they might be a bit overwhelming, right? You might ask yourself, okay, wow, where do I start? Especially if you just start out. There could be a lot, to navigate and process. What I love about this template, though, is that it's all neat and organized and it's all mixed, right? So this is like really the benefit. And if you, play around with it and find sounds that you like, like one approach would be to just jam and then find the sounds you like and then just record those. Like a brief example. Let's say, so the way that I start is always with nature sounds and a pad. And the reason for that is that then I already have a mood, then I already have a location, where the story is playing out. And it just gives me this emotional connection, and it sets me into this state of, receptivity, creativity. Let's see like what happens. Maybe we just listen to one of those nature sounds here in the jungle at night. Right? This instantly evokes some sort of emotion. It sets a scene. And now I want to maybe find a pad sound. So I could go to the harmonies low here. Right? And notice how that already changes the whole feeling. Like really observe how you feel. Like this already is super rich. You can do a lot with it. So let's see how the mood is changing if I choose another pad. Ooh. That's beautiful. Yeah, I like this one like instantly, you know, and this is also a good way to work like just by your gut feeling and just by your intuition. You know, if that feels right. Now I feel I don't want to look further. I definitely want to use this pad. So let's see what else we got. Now we can bring in the bass drum. Yeah, maybe this one is a bit more subtle. Right, so now we have the feeling of a track already. So the next thing that I would want to look at is now maybe some shamanic drums. And tuning into the feeling of the track, right? So yeah, something more subtle like that. It's driving the track forward, but it's not like, you know, overpowering this mood, which is pretty, yeah, I don't know, mellow, melancholic, you know, soft, gentle. So we don't want it to be like too crazy. And then maybe another drum. That's too fast. Yeah, that one feels pretty good for now. And maybe let's see if we can find another drum. Maybe check the Kitty Plus. A bit too fast. Yeah, I think the Kitty Plus, that could work. But it's kind of contradicting the mood a little bit. It's too uplifting. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. Let's see how they sound together. Yeah, they could work. Let's try another one here. Oh, they have special rhythms here. Oh, that is kind of confusing. Yeah, see, the thing is with the drum, you cannot really layer a lot of them. You need to really stick with one or two and see what fits, because I included so many different rhythms and articulations and stuff. So the drums, they are more like standing on its own. And so let's see if we find a shaker or something. So I'm gonna check the tribal shaker. Yeah, this one feels good for now. Let's see the claves as well. That feels good. You know, and the whole idea in general for creating a track is first you want to have a loop. You know, some people call it the meat of the track, like really the chunky part, like where everything is playing at once, you know. And, you know, once you have that pretty dialed in and something that works and that doesn't get boring if you listen to it like many times, then you are in a very good direction, because from there on it's pretty easy to create an intro and an outro and build a progression when you know what you're doing. And we're going to have a look at how to do that using a reference track in another video. So this is just basically creating the loop. And then in the next video, we will see how we will use a reference track to get an idea for an arrangement and how to build energy and tension and release, which is the most important thing in an arrangement and in music in general. Okay, so let's keep creating this loop. We are pretty close already. So we have percussions and a pad sound, some shakers. Let's find a bass line. I would go for the sub bass for this one. Yeah, I feel this one for now. So now basically what we can check out is some sort of instrument, right? Some sort of lead sound. Now we have like the groove and we have the ambience and atmospheres. And now we could actually find a lead instrument. So let's see what that could be. You know, definitely not a ditch, because that is pretty special on its own and wants to stay on its own pretty much. And given the vibe, we need something more dreamy. So I would intuit this section here, the hand pen and sensula, and let's see if we can find something there, something dreamy. Yeah, and I love this. And what I love about it is, you know, if you solo it with the pad, it's kind of creating this phantom harmony, because so I solo this one and I solo this one, you know, because this harmony has like a chord progression which goes, you know, like 8 bars, and it's changing the chords, but then this melody is playing pretty much the same notes, right? And there's only 4 bars. So if we listen to them together, yeah, you see, it's like the tones stay the same, but the chords are changing, and this is a beautiful communication that is happening there. So I think that works really well together. Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with the loop. Maybe let's just try an alternative and let's see what the kalimbas can do here for this vibe. Oh, this could also work well. Oh, this one. it's just interesting, you know, how the mood is changing when you change one of the elements. Super fragile. You always have to see it as a whole. And it's really interesting by relating those sounds to each other and giving them a position, you feel how the whole being of the track is changing, which I always find super fascinating. Also, depending on the mood you're in, you're going to choose a different sound, right? I mean, I just got up, so I'm in a different mood than if I would be doing it in the night. Oh, that's a bit too happy. Too much movement. Ooh. And by the way, I'm closing my eyes a lot to feel the track. That could be nice. Let's see if they work together. And they do. Amazing. Right? So we could start with this and then later give it a little bit more movement and speed it up with this. Yeah, okay, I mean, that's pretty much it for the loop, right? So all we can do now is we shift to the arrangement, hitting the tab key or just clicking here, here on this circle with the lines, like the horizontal lines are the arrangement and the vertical the session. So now we're just gonna record this nice loop, maybe like, let's see, 16 bars or something. And then we have all the elements. So let's record everything together. All right, cool. So now if we click here, we see all the tracks. You see, now we have all the things available and we can check it if we make it an 8-bar loop, if it's still working. So I set the loop raise to 8, set the loop, and now I just listen. And this is why I recorded it 16 bars, because when the loop repeats, there's already like a little reverb tail on the instruments and stuff, like on the melodies. If we check this, where is it? Here on this one, for instance. All right, if we solo it. And here we have the reverb tail not at the beginning, but then here when we repeat, that's why I set the loop here in the back to repeat, because then here the reverb tail is already in there. You see there's this little silence, and if we would repeat like this, then the silence would be there again. You hear, and this is kind of interrupting the flow, and this is the same with the pad, which then is actually 16 bars, right? It's 8 bars playing, but then it's repeating, and you have the same thing. Here it's fading in. So again, if I would drag it all the way to here, and then we come to the end, and then it repeats. Oh, of course we need to solo it. So now come to the end, and then it drops again. See, we lose it. That's not what we want. So we need to go 16 bars in the loop, so that then we repeat it here on the second time. So now when the loop is repeating, oh, yeah, that's because it's spinning back to the beginning because the way we set it up in the arrangement. So now when it's repeating without the because I need to turn the loop on up here now. See, now it's looping like seamless, and that's really important. All right, cool. So now we have this whole loop, and with this loop we're gonna try to make a track, but this is just one approach, and I want to show you another one, right? So we can keep this in mind. We can save this now. We save this, maybe save live set as, and then you go somewhere, and let's call this like organic shamanic house loop 1, so that we can use that later again.
And yeah, we will get back to that project and actually make a track out of it, creating an arrangement in another video. That's it for now. I just wanted to show you how you come up with the loop, also to not make the videos too long. And before we go into arrangement in another video, I'm going to show you like another approach that is a bit more simple maybe, and especially if you find the template a little bit overwhelming. So there will be another video also showing you a simpler way to get there as well, or let's say like a different approach. And once we have seen this, then we can really get into how to create an arrangement. But for now, you can already start playing around with the loops and see what you can come up with.